Hey guys, Hans Wormhat. So this is going to be a pretty impromptu. I didn't pull up pictures yet because, the point of these videos is just to show the spread. So I just looked up really quick who's the fire chief of LA, right? Don't you expect this to be some very masculine, strong man, strong brow, strong sloping head, wide-shouldered? That's who should be the police chief of LA, right? Well, let's look at Ralph M. Terrazas, whoever this guy is. Oh, where's your brow ridge, dude? Why do you have FTM, beady little FTM eyes? This is not a man. This is just it. So we're gonna dive into it, and I'll stop every once in a while, but it's not looking good, right? This even looks photoshopped. It starts to look smudgy around the Adam's apple.
Go ahead, Pastor. Comments?
Well, I appreciate the call, and I'm sorry that I got a little fired up there. It's just I'm really passionate about this stuff.
Falling away means falling down, not up.
Yeah, things fall, they fall down, they don't fall.
We're not going to be raptured to the center of the earth.
So the apostasy or falling away or departure is not the rapture. But as far as the idea of not fighting over doctrine, I disagree with that. I haven't read the book, I can't comment on it, but I'm going to fight over doctrine until I die, because I do want to fight over every little doctrine, because if it wasn't important, it wouldn't have been in the Bible. Let me tell you something. It's the New World Order that wants to unite everybody.
Have you know World Council of Churches?
Yeah, they want to unite all the churches. World Council of Churches. They want the Baptist. Ecumenicalism. They want the Baptist, the Methodist, Presbyterian, Catholic, Mormon, Jehovah's Witness. They want them all to join up. That's the new.
Let's go to Australia real quick. Doesn't that sound good? No, the UN says they don't want they want the abolition of civilian ownership of firearms, quote, because it threatens the legitimate power monopoly of the state. UN Treaty on General Small Arms Disarmament, ratified and accepted for full attempted passage of the full UN Assembly, July 7th, 2001. I mean, this is their plan. They say, because they know people aren't reading what they're saying. I mean, they're like, we're going to enslave these people. We're going to cut their food off so we can sterilize whoever we want. Once we got them all on welfare, they'll all be social engineered. We can just give them shots to kill their butt. But we want to kill them over a couple years so they don't know we killed them. But then the Africans don't run at the villages when the UN shows up. Let's continue. But on the contrary, when a period can be dominated by complex and expensive weapons that only a few persons can afford to possess, robot armies, drones, or can learn to use, we have a situation where the minority who control such specialist weapons can dominate the majority who lack them. And the minority is a eugenicist, Luciferian psycho group. You might not want them to be the only ones with weapons. Just an idea.
Yes, you better keep your feeling in check. No doubt about it. There's no feelings when it comes to this truth. Just have to accept it or not. That's just how it is. And if you don't like the video, yes, it's fine. You can move on. You understand? Now, I'm going to break this one down and show you that the dog that you see right here, that's spelled D-O-G, is actually a man-made creature. Right there. That's spelled D-O-G, is actually a man-made creature. Right there.
It's actually a man-made creature. Right there.
Well, we get some water here. Hold on. Hold on. Gonna have a heart attack.
There ain't no dog in biblical days, and you go understand. I'm gonna break it all the way down, and I'm gonna show you the biblical dog. But for right now, these are created animals right there. Yes, call it God backwards, call it man best friend, and yes, keep your feelings out of it, cause we go break into it. And if you have your feelings involved, nowhere you can accept the truth. Right there, they're real dogs, real natural dogs, right? You're gonna wake up all of these different dogs that you see they bring out, all created 100%.
The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. Seriously, Kurt, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand.
And they cannot survive on their own. They need the assistance of a human being, a human being, a human being. A human being. And that's how you know it's not a natural creature. That's what you need to know. All natural animals basically can fend for themselves on this earth. Yes, they're meant to be here. Yes, there was a bond put here by the Lord God himself. the Father. So you have to understand all of them that on earth can basically survive on their own.
Did you know? So apparently the English language is full of spells that we cast upon ourselves. Think about it. We awake in the morning. What is awake? Pretty sure that's a funeral. So we awake in the morning. Oh, like mourning the death of something? And then we go to work all week. You know, like week. So we work on the weekdays, like weekdays, in a state of stunned confusion. So you know we work all week until the weekend when we're, weekend. And the reason we even go to work is to earn a living, earn a living, like put our living in an urn. Sounds like we're getting the weekend of the deal. See, weekend. Let's not mention the fact that they literally call it spelling and we learn to write in cursive. Well, we used to. Let's break down the word child. Child, like chai as in chi, like a vital life force. Old, so like a vital life force getting old. How about parents? Pair who rents the child. Don't even get me started on what words used to mean and what they mean now. Like the word nice, in Latin, it literally means ignorant. There's so many double meanings to so many words. It's crazy. This rabbit hole is deep, y'all.
Yes, dog back in the days never looked like this. That's what you need to know. They all look different every time. What you saying? How they bred this one right here? How did they bred it? You're not gonna get it. It's a made up thing right there. They make it all the way.
We created it. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made up tale. It's a total fabrication.
From scratch. No doubt about it. You see that? They can create almost any one of these dogs that they want. You see it?
This one was invented by a writer.
They mix up some different DNA and they basically come up with it. Yes, and tell you it's man best friend. Don't doubt me if I tell you that man DNA probably in them. Man DNA probably in them. No doubt, as you could see all the diamonds around.
Dog talk.
You don't feed him. This one is a made up animal. As you can see, they come with the head square, the head round, the head egg shape. They can do anything, no doubt. This is what they far, how far they can go right here. They cannot create a human being, but they create a dog. And they're mocking God himself by naming it God backwards right there. Don't doubt me, people. Don't doubt me, people. It's 100% real.
So you can follow my train of thought here with my data that I've laid out. Honestly, when you look at it like this, I mean, I don't even need to say anything. It's pretty obvious.
What I'm telling you, all these different species of dog, these different species of dog, no way. Hyena, if you want to know the biblical dog, and he can survive all day long in the jungle. That's what you need to know. These dogs right here can't even walk around too long. They die. That's what you need to know. That's strange? Yes, it is. If you feed them some human food, they also die. Wow, is that strange? Of course.
Was the old woman in on it too? Could Danny have been hallucinating? But if Dan was hallucinating, who ate house food? What about the mysterious behavior of the barbecue lid? Was it really the nanny?
Yesterday, I pretended to be homeless for 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. And I realized that if you're homeless, you're there by choice. Like, you are there by choice, 100% having that experience. Just the way that I chose to go experience that by choice. It's just the only difference is the stories that you're telling yourself. So if you want to experience homelessness, and you want to experience what it would be like to lose everything, you can go have that experience. Or you're welcome to create a bunch of stories in your life that force you, quote unquote, force you into that experience. But even when you go by force, it's still by choice because you wanted to have that experience. You just created a bunch of excuses for why you gave yourself permission to have it. It's just like any other experience that we have in life. It's no worse or better than having a home. It's no, different than anything else, but the experience does show you how much you take for granted. Being broke is 100% a choice. No matter who you are, no matter what your story is, it's a choice, and you can choose to stop being broke today. You believe that you have to work for money, or you have to have a job or a business, or you have to provide value or something like that to make money. None of this is true. How do you know? How do you know that it's true? Because someone told you? Because that's the way that someone else did it? All you have to do is appreciate yourself enough to actually enjoy your life. Appreciate yourself enough to just know that everything is going to work out no matter what, and that you can just relax and do whatever you feel like doing, because you're always going to be provided for. No, you must have been told that you need to earn it, you need to work for it. If you're ready to stop believing in all that and break free from the matrix, check out the link in my bio.
But let's just, a preliminary look, it honestly looks like you have breasts, dude. It looks like you have breasts under here. That's what it looks like to me. You look like a slopey-shouldered little FTM. That's what you look like. We still don't see much of a brow ridge. Totally compatible with a woman on testosterone. And it's not hard to wear a fake mustache. These people play dress up every day. That's like all they do. The whole world's a stage. Their world is just dress up. That's what they do. This guy has a D2 for a 42 on his head. Just look at the head. Look at the features. Look at how small the facial features are. This is a woman's face. It's an oval face. It's a round chin. Just look at this. It looks like a 12-year-old kid playing dress up as a fireman. It's ridiculous. This is the fire chief of LA. Give me a break.
They give you dogs and they give you all these things to feed the dog, milk bone, all this different food, everything for the dog to cost you more money. The masses just never get it. It's a by design trick to let the masses fall in love with dogs. And I say it all the time. I have a dog. I love my dog, but I tell you already, the truth is the truth.
Now with man's best friend, we love our dogs, and a new book shows they may actually love us back. It's called Dog is Love, Why and How Your Dog Loves You.
Yes, dog is love, and why your dog love you. I'm gonna show you something, people. They actually have man DNA in the dog. That's why they call it man best friend. It's time for you to wake up, people. They can't fool everybody, and of course they can't fool the mag. Okay?
Of course!
Here again we see that there's no brow ridge and that the eyes aren't set back. This is not a man. This just isn't a man. The skin looks soft and feminine, smooth. Once you can understand the FTM, it's a whole new world out there, guys. So, yeah, look at the fit on this jacket. It's like, this is not a broad-shouldered anything. This is such a tiny person. Again, this is something Mag brings up, Mag Bitter Truth. You need to be watching Mag's videos if you aren't. I'll just say that right now. So, something that he'll bring up, notice, so first of all, these are three girly men. Everything is Hollywood. Everything. Why is the police chief going to radio shows and doing little YouTube? If I was a police chief, I would say, leave me alone. I have important work to be doing. Look at these people. You're a fireman. Why aren't you being a fireman? Why are you taking pictures and posing and putting on your costumes? And it's all backwards with these. It's all Hollywood. These people aren't really doing it's just Hollywood. Why are you standing in front of, who takes the time to make this background and come take the pictures?
I'm not going to spend all day on that. Pastor Anderson, another comment there, and then we'll go back to the caller.
Right, it talks about the distribution of power amongst a lot of people versus being ruled by a small minority. Well, when we look at the book of Revelation, we see the end of this is that all the power is going to be concentrated in 10 kings or 10 leaders, and then all of those
who give power unto the beast.
Exactly. Then those 10 kings will further give all their power to one man, who's called the Antichrist. And this man's going to be given all of the power. He's going to rule over the entire world.
And he's going to have cures and diseases, life extension. It says his image will be projected into all places. A hologram TV. It describes that.
Exactly. And so he is going to rule over everyone. And not only is he going to have all the political power, but he's also going to be worshipped as God. And the Christians are going to declare him to be the second coming of Jesus Christ, the apostate Christians.
That's because they believe, well, this must be the rapture or something.
Yeah, this is the second coming of Christ. And then the Jews are going to say, this is our Messiah. We've been waiting for it. And then, the Islamic people, they will declare him to be the fifth Imam or whatever. And then, or the Imam Mahdi. And then, the Buddhists are going to say, well, this is the new embodiment of the Dalai Lama or whatever. And so
that's why the UN already says you can have your religion, but it's going to worship this.
Exactly. All of the major mainline religions, including apostate Christianity, are all going to be...
Look at how the Pope's been saying we need a one-world religion and all the same.
Exactly.
And they're all lining it up.
Exactly.
Yes, they even have birthday cake for dogs. That's what you need to know. Everything they got. Look at this one right here. It's natural dog. You better wake up. No way. They create all of them. And even if you're mad at me, you still gotta look into this and know I'm telling you the truth. All of these dogs was created. That's what you need to know. Look how big this dog is right here. Wow. All lab experiment. There you go right there. What you think? Wow. Check out back in the days when you used to see dogs and see if they look like this. No way. They change all the way. There you go.
Oh, there you go, y'all.
The more advanced time get, the more the dog advance. You notice? Yes, they keep having weirder and weirder dog. The more you go, you see? When I was younger, you never see these dogs. No way. But they are lab dog right there, okay? Experiment, okay? They can grow. There you go. They even make one with the one eye symbol.
Oh my God!
Right there. What do you think? Bam!
Boom! Boom!
There you go right there. You see another one right here. More look like a werewolf. Take a look at this one right here. Wow.
Most of you won't like what I am about to talk about, but take a moment, try to open your mind, and just stick with me for a sec. We take care of cats, right? I had 2 of them several years ago. They were my first animal companions when I became a registered nurse, and I loved them dearly. But since then, I've become vegan, and I've come to see things a little bit differently. Don't get me wrong, I still find them absolutely gorgeous and cute. They're so soft, and I like to be surrounded by them. But the truth is that cats have no place in our homes or in our lives at all. They have been bred into existence and kept with us as pets, but they should never have been. Humans just enjoyed their company, and so they used them for entertainment and for comfort. But the sad thing is that for every person who has a cat, they are paying people to murder all kinds of other innocent animals, and that's not right. Every time you buy cat food, you're paying somebody to murder other innocent animals who also had a right to live. The fish on this package wanted to live. The fish on this package had a right to live. His or her life was as valuable as the life of a cat. The cows in the industry who are abused in order to make this cheese also had a right to live and not be exploited just for cat food. If your cats are not vegan yet, what are you waiting for? If your cats are not vegan yet, what are you waiting for? If your cats are not vegan, you're paying for animal abuse. And that's wrong. Go on Facebook and join a group called Vegan Cats to learn how to veganize your cat. Do it. Do it.
Do it! Just do it!
Do it.
Why does he sound like Senator Palpatine from Star Wars right now?
Do it.
Drawing on new research from his lab and behavioral studies, canine behavioralist Dr. Clive Wynn.
They call him K9, people. K9. 11-9, 9-11.
This is a real human being saying these things with confidence. They can vote. They can vote on matters of mental illness and things that your tax dollars go towards. This is real life.
Wake up, what I don't tell you, people. Come on.
When their owner is in trouble, rescue.
See?
Help! Help me! Hearing his owner in distress, Ozzy heads straight for the box, circling and sniffing around, rescuing her within 11 seconds.
11 second coded.
11 second coded.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And I told you already, people, that's why the dog act like the way it act. That's why man connect to the dog like they do. You understand? Yes, that's how they do you. DNA of man.
So would you give a kissing offering to the man of God? Or should I say the God of man? You are fired!
Is in the dog. Human being DNA all day.
This is something I like to bring up because it's a great transvestigatory tool that I don't really see it used that often. See how this guy's arm is angling away from the body? That is feminine. That's feminine. For your arm to just naturally angle out like that, that's 100% feminine. Notice how far out these hips are. This guy's hippie. The men hide it with their clothing. The MTF are easier to spot. Because the FTM, they slap a mustache on and no one will believe you. Oh, but he has a mustache. That's all they'll say. Here we go with the full body shot, which is actually really, really good. Oh my gosh, look at the shape on this creature. Look at the hips on this creature. Oh, and what you'll notice is that they're all legs. Women get more of their height from their legs than their torso. Notice how this guy's torso is like, this guy has a short torso and then he has really long legs. That's feminine. How many hidden hands do you see in this picture? 1, 2, 3. Well, these ones are kind of doing, maybe these are like initiates or something. They're almost doing the hidden hand. They're doing the hidden wrist. And then these guys in the back are doing the hidden hand.
Huh? Huh?
Just look at the arms, though. These are FTM arms. Every one of these. Women are the ones that develop the fat in the upper arms. Right? This is very fatty in the upper arms. That's a woman trait. That's for sure a female trait.
And I'm gonna show you where they get the dog from right here. As you can see, all these black magic that they're working. These are the pyramid, the arts in the pyramid. That's what you need to know. All the satanic worship site. And this is what they have. Look at this head right there. That's a dog head. Right there, that's what you need to know. Working their magic on the people. All black magic, everything you see in there, that's what you need to know. All satanic work. And take a look. One of on the dog head, one of on the eagle head. Wow, you're never gonna get it. This is what it's all about. All about black magic.
How do you do that?
Oh, magic. When it comes to the dog, and they're the one who created 100%, as you can see. There you go. Got 2 dogs sitting around right there. This was before dog exists. That's what you need to know. 100% in. Bam.
So I'll just end it because, you know, there's not like that many pictures of this person. They're just a fire chief or whatever. But yeah, this is an FTM, right? This is just the skull of an FTM. Yeah, it just is.
It's a giraffe!
There's no room for a mustache. This is just an FTM skull. It's a very tiny nose. It's just a small head. It's a small facial features, small head, small forehead, everything's wrong. There's no, the jaw is just basically non-existent. There really isn't a high wide cheekbone, right? This is more of like a chubby cheek thing. So it's an FTM. And, you know, no Adam's apple. You're not going to find a correct looking Adam's apple on these people. So this is it. So I just did the police chief of LA, the fire chief. If you start looking into hospitals, it's going to be FTMs at the top. If you look at universities, it's going to be FTM presidents. The list is endless, guys. Endless.
If you're looking at this, this is the only argument that people could say to shoot this down. The elites looked at this science fiction book, the Bible, and said, this is a great idea, this hallucination. You know, the guy on the Isle of Patmos had John the Revelator and stuff. This is a great idea. Let's just use this. And then, let's go ahead and worship Lucifer, because I've studied the globalists. They are into the occult. So they've just adopted it. They just adopted the bad guy of the book as a self-fulfilling prophecy. What do you say to that?
Well, you know, I say the fool hath said in his heart there is no God. You know, I'm a Bible-believing Christian. I believe every word of the Bible. And I think it's hard to look at all the evil in this world. And it's hard to look at the...
Well, there is a design that's above humans.
There's got to be a design. You know, I'm sorry, but I do not believe that if we travel all the way to the top, we're just going to get to the bankers. I know they're at the top.
Oh, no. I've studied it. There is a spirit behind it. You can see it animating and working.
I've studied it. Is multi-generational. It's been going on for hundreds of years.
And it is magic. It is magic. I mean, the enemy has over-the-horizon radar. They've got a lot of tricks.
It's not just one man or one group of men or one family. This has been going on for hundreds of years because Satan is at the top of that pyramid, and the bankers and you know, Bill Gates and these high-up globalist eugenicist types, they are working for him. They are getting their marching orders from him. And a lot of people who don't believe in these...
I've studied all these people. They're all into weird secret stuff.
And a lot of people, the reason why they don't believe in so-called conspiracy theories, you know, you can't tell me that these people have gotten together and orchestrated this. No, it's Satan that's directing them. Not all of them might even know what they're part of.
No, they're compartmentalized. Yeah.
Compartmentalized.
Wow. Don't sleep. Dog head again right there. Okay? This is what they do. It's part of their black magic, part of their creation. Right there is a dog. And you slept. Bam. There you go. You see, got the highs on. The same high as they use on the dollar bill. The same high they use, people. The one they worship right there. Shaped the same way. Everything. Yes, the Time Warner sign. Right there in plain sight. Don't sleep. There you go. You print out all the way on this one right here. The Eye of Cyrus, the Eye of Ra. There you go. Bam. Well, that's how they do it right here.
Boom. Boom. Proved it right there.
That's how you get the dogs, people. You go wake up. It's part of the magician, the devil trick. As you can see the dog sitting right here, and what you see, the magic one sitting right there on the box, just for the people who have eyes to see and can figure it out that it's a magic, black magic so-called, created that dog that you see right there. Don't doubt me, 100%. And bam.
No, let's talk about it, because like, look at this. Is a picture I took at the park. You cannot tell me that things aren't changing out there. The sky, the grass, everything is starting to look like legit a screensaver. Like, how is this even real? I have so many pictures of the sky looking completely unreal. Now, you guys know I've already talked about the sky split and all of the double rainbows that are showing up everywhere, the crazy clouds that are coming in, the new Earth clouds that are coming in with the new Earth sky, the insane sunsets that don't even look real. But now I want to talk about this. These sunsets. Have you guys started noticing these sunsets lately where it's like these rays of lights shining up in the sky? It literally looks like the lights at the end of the show that come up at like curtain call, like, that's all folks. Like, I have a very hard time believing that this is real and it's happening all over the world at the same time.
I mean, you can't even write this stuff. You can't believe the sun is setting across the world, really? The thing that's been happening every 24 hours for your entire life, you can't believe is still happening? I mean, what do you mean?
So you know I'm gonna come in with my theories. Now, we've already talked about the rainbow skies and how the rainbows represent God's promise to us that he has not forgotten us, and his promise to us to not ruin the world with water again, and of the second coming. I've already talked about the new Earth theory, which we're shifting from old Earth to new Earth, and I've showed a bunch of pictures of that. And I believe that these sunsets are confirmation that this old Earth is done, that we're shifting into the new Earth, and this really is like, thank you for coming. It was a great show, but the show is over and we're about to start a new one. Because there's just way too much weird going on in the skies lately for us to act like nothing is going on. What is this? This is from an airplane. Like, what are these straight lines?
Currently in the Atlantic, it's looking like upside down. Where
and as you can see here, there is a shadow behind the cloud. Here's the sun. Here's a shadow behind the cloud.
The sky is over here, and then it turned off.
And what's going on here? Why is it flashing? This is a boomerang. Why is the sun flashing? I took this picture of the sky the other day and it looked a little creepy. Like, what are these lights? Someone sent me this picture of this lightning. Insane. And what is happening here? What is this? This looks like a sheet of cotton, but it's clouds. Another one. What? You guys can't tell me normal. Please, wake up to the fact that something is going down. And here come the scientists, so worried about how beautiful the clouds are and how it shouldn't be happening because they want to fearmonger everything.